عنها. You might have heard the name Ammarah, radiyallahu anha, may Allah be pleased with her, but you may not know her from her real name, Nusaybah bint Ka'b. She was a part of the Battle of Uhud, where she participated to give water to the thirsty and to take care of the injured. She did not carry any sword, bow, or arrow, since she didn't come to fight. But then, the unexpected happened. The archers disobeyed the Prophet, SAW, by abandoning the position he commanded them to stay in, and fled to collect the war booty instead, thinking that the Muslims have won. The tide then turned against the Muslims, and many sahabas got martyred. Prophet lost his teeth, as most of the companions either got martyred or fled the war. When Ammarah saw his face bleeding, she dropped her vessel of water and snatched a sword from one of the escaping fighters and bow and an arrow from another to defend the Prophet. Prophet Muhammad ﷺ said, "Whenever I turned left or right on the day of the Battle of Uhud, I always saw her, Ammarah, fighting in my defense. Her son was wounded during the battle, so she ran to him and bandaged his wounds, and then commanded him, 'Go and fight the people, my son.' The Prophet Muhammad ﷺ then commended her, 'Who can endure what you can endure, Ammarah?' Seeing the Prophet's pleasure on her bravery, she requested, 'Ask Allah to make us your companions in the garden.' So he made dua for her and her family. She replied, 'I do not care what afflicts me in this world now.' That day, she received 13 wounds and a deep neck wound that stayed with her till her death. She also participated in the Battle of Yamama, war against Musaylama, a self-proclaimed prophet, where she received 11 wounds and lost her hand during the battle. One of her sons was tortured by Musaylama, who cut his limbs piece by piece until he died. So Ammarah kept looking for Musaylama through rows of fighters during the battle and killed him with her spear after Wahshi pierced his javelin inside of him. Lessons learned from her story. I learned that bravery is not only jumping into the face of danger yourself for the betterment of many, but also letting your children step ahead into danger for a good cause. As mothers, we may sacrifice ourselves, but can never see our children getting hurt. The real strength is in her resolve, encouraging her son to go fight for the sake of Allah, even though he was wounded, even though most of the companions were running away. What did you learn from this short story?